So today we are going to be taking out the top half of the Stagea's interior. Now, why are we doing this? Well, I've got to take it out anyway, and I want to dye it black. So, as you know, the top part of the interior, which I'll show you in a second now, a lot of it is beige. It's like a beige colour. I don't really like it, and it is just, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of it. So, someone who I know is just done it the other day. He dyed his interior black, and to be honest, it looks really good. It made a massive difference to his car. So I thought, why not? Let's give it a try, eh? So basically, we're just going to take it apart. Just got to run over to the paint shop, because I also do need to take get some paint samples of the car's colour, because I need to do a lot of the car's exterior as well. Today is basically just going to get the interior off, get the colour matching for the paint, and then Bob's your uncle, we should get it started. Also need to get a couple of spray cans of paint. I won't be painting it today, the interior, because I also need to order the dye to dye the fabric of the roof lining. And there's also something else I want to put in there, which I'm going to sound so stupid at doing it, but honestly, I just want it. I looked at it loads recently, and I think it'd be something different within the Stagea community, if you want to call it that. So yeah, let's get this fuel filler cap off. Let's get to the town next over from mine. Let's get the paint for the car, and then we can start stripping the interior. So let's go. It is also raining, so yeah, I'm not going to be doing too much inside, but basically all I'm going to do is take these two screws out. That's pretty much, I've loosened one. Let's see if I can, there we go. Just tried with a screwdriver and it completely didn't work, so right, let me just get that off. If you're also wondering why I'm not driving the car over, two reasons. One, I can't be bothered. The fuel bill in this car is so unbelievably expensive, and while the car is got the effect of the second thing I'm not driving it for, there's just no point filling it up. It's literally like barely any fuel in it. That's why I don't mind that fuel cap being open, because there's literally nothing in it. And the second reason is because I don't have brake lights. So basically, if you didn't see on my TikTok, there is a bit of an issue with the brake light system at the moment, where we don't know why. So we've checked the switch. Seems to be working iffy. It could be working opposite. It could be switch blown. We don't actually know, but it still technically works. Checked all the bulbs. They're all fine. The relay seems to be okay, but we think I'm mainly replacing. We may have to just wire a wire from there to there to the back. So the sort of reason why I'm also doing this is because technically I need to do it anyway. So today we're going in the white van. That's the 100 IQ way of doing it, is basically just use other people's cars. I'll still pay for the fuel, but this uses less. So let's go and grab the paint, and then we'll come back, and then we'll get the interior stripped. I've also got to go pick up my mate Chris. You've probably seen him in some of the other videos, but yeah, I've got to go pick him up. He's come with me. He was meant to be helping me with the Nissan, but I think he's popping off just before, so he's going to come for the ride anyway. And before you say, yes, I am insured on this thing, it's actually like, I love driving this thing. I am insured because I used to work in insurance, so I wish this video was sponsored, but it's really not. There he is. So the paint is required. I've dropped Chris home. I'm just at the car wash. Like, I know you're not meant to take cars for the car wash, but it's just a van. Doing it for my dad because he's quite ill, and he wanted it washed anyway. But yeah, so it is currently raining. So the plan is we're going to go home. We're just going to see if the rain does sort of calm off a little bit by about 1-2 o'clock. If not, we'll just get started anyway. And then yeah, but the paint in the back, basically, that's all just for the outside. I've got a couple of bits of matte black to obviously do like the plastic bits and everything. So yeah, so hopefully it'll look really nice. But then I've just got to basically get everything off. Obviously I'm not doing it in this car, but things like the sun visors, the lights, and then yeah, get the headlining off in Nissan, and then basically wait for the paint to come, for the dye, and then yeah. But yeah, so let's go home, we'll get that done, and we'll go from there. So after some food and a nap, I even had a nap, it's still absolutely tipping it down. Well, you can't really see it, but it's very fine rain. So we're going to go crack on with it anyway, because in the day, if I don't do it now, it ain't ever going to get done. And now I just need to find all of my trim removal bits, because I do have some somewhere in the shed of absolute nightmare. It's what me and my mum call it, because it is just this is technically my dad's shed, but all of my stuff also lives in here as well. But honestly, it's been an absolute terrible day. I'm meant to be going out tomorrow as well, so I can't even do it tomorrow. Potentially, that could change. I almost just got taken down by whatever the hell that is. I have no idea. Yeah, no, I can't find them. So this is going to be fun, because they're somewhere in here. I don't know where, but we definitely need the toolkit just in case we have any screws. It's just those trim removal bits are like very essential. Oh, I say that and it's right here. Oh, well, that was easy. Turns out the other one I needed was right in that same thing. I thought they were in there, but no, they're in there. But yeah, definitely need that. I need to go and get this all off. What we're going to do is I'm just going to sit in the driver's seat, just quickly see if I can get the headliner. It's more the headliner that's really going to be the issue, because that's the thing I need off the most. But yeah, so let's see if we can do this. Right, now we're in here, I can actually show you what we're going to be doing. So basically, see all this trim, these as well, I'm going to try and do these. And all this headliner, these, the outer bit of this, that. I'm even going to try and do the back of this. That's all going to go black. And the reason being is that all the rest of this is completely black as well. There's some grey parts. I think a lot of the actual trim down the bottom sort of side, especially in the boot, a lot of it's sort of like grey. But I just want it black, because it's just, for me, it just feels a lot better. So what I've got to try and do now is basically try and remove all this. But then I realise how big some of these pieces actually are. It's just going to take a while, because I've got to try and get all the handles off, especially that side, to get that off. I've got to be careful of all these. So these are all the sensors to the Sigma alarm that I've got in here. So this is actually going to take a while, I think. Like, I've got all these to take off as well. So this actually may be a today and tomorrow job, because there's a lot of pieces I need to take out, and I'm probably underestimating what I need to do. So yeah, let's try and do it. So I've just had a look around the car, and we're in a bit of a predicament. So for people who don't really know me, I struggle like with committing to jobs like these. So I mean, not like, you know, having an actual job, I can commit to that, but it's jobs like taking interiors out, working on cars. A lot of the time my brain really just goes, no, what's the point? Don't bother. And it's getting to that point now where I've just sort of looked around what I actually need to do. And it's getting to a point where I'm like, should I do it? Like, I really want to, but my brain's like, what's the point? To get this interior out requires a lot. And I mean, like, it's 3 o'clock now. I'll be working into the night, because a lot of this is like not just removing the trim, but seat belts. They've got to completely come out, all 4 of them, to points where I'm like, I don't even know where the back ones are connected to, and all the trim pieces at the back have actually also got to come out, to the point where I might even have to take the seats out, because a lot of the trim sits underneath the seat. So as my phone really interrupts me, it's because I haven't deleted a lot of data. So like I was saying, yeah, so my brain, it just gets a bit, so I'm really sitting and thinking, like, if I do this, I've got to commit to it, and it's going to take a lot longer than I expected. The next clip will be hopefully me just saying, yeah, let's do it. So the short answer is yes, we're going to do it. But I'm going to do it tomorrow. So the reason being is that it is raining. We need a lot more time to do this, because I've got to take all the seats out. And as much as that takes 5 seconds, because of the time and just with myself. It's better to do it tomorrow. We've actually got a decent bit of weather because it's actually meant to be right tomorrow. So what we're going to do, we're going to rejig the cars a little bit. So basically this is staying in the same spot, but I'm just going to line it up here because I sort of take up most of the drive. So I'm going to get that one off just for a second, straighten this one up so it gives me room when I get to take this, well, take the seats out. I was going to put it there, but that's staying where it is. I need to start that up actually because I haven't started that up in ages. I don't even know if I'm even going to get into it because the battery could be dead. So basically I'm going to rejig these two just so I can actually give myself some space here. And yeah, we're going to actually crack at it tomorrow. For a cold start, because this is what's going to happen. And then just got to do that. And then, this hasn't been started up for ages. Oh yes. Cold, cold, cold. This is dead and we'll have to sort that out another time. But luckily I don't need it just yet. Luckily, yeah, I don't need to use it. So we're going to sort it out a different day. But for now, I'm just going to basically get this one more straight so I don't take up most of the drive no more. And then give enough space so I can actually take the seat out and do the work I need to on it. So let me just rejig this. So it is the next day, it is Sunday, and we're going to get cracking with the Nissan because I have help coming. So Valentine named Ollie, he's part of a group I'm part of. He is coming down to help. He's been to my house before, he's cleared my car a couple of times. So yeah, we're going to be doing that today and actually getting it done. So let's get this done. I probably won't show him on camera too much. I don't know how he feels about being on camera, so if you don't sort of see him on here, then don't worry. But yeah, finally got help, so let's go. First panel is off. I don't know if I think we've broken a couple of clips, but yeah, we'll just screw it back on. But yeah, it's turned into a race car, proper race car. Let's try to get the belt off now, which is even worse because I've got to go through one of those holes right there. So I think we're just going to take it off from the bottom. Back is all out, even including the headliner. Just got the front now. So we're going to take the seats out, to get the trim out, to get the belts out, to get the trim out, to get all this out. So let's crack it. I promise I am doing work. I'm not just making Ollie do it all. And that's a bit wet. Not that it's meant to be, but a lot of water in the roof. Everything is out now. Thank the Lord. Everything pretty much came out without breaking, I hope, but we'll find out. So I've had to sort of like DIY my alarm in there, but yeah, it's time to paint. Basically now the interior is off. There are also the back seats. I had to get them off, to take the belts off, to take these back ones off because the seat belt got in the way. But basically we aren't painting today. That is actually going to be for another video. So basically what it is that I've got the paint for the plastic, just not the fabric and the headliners. Plus, I also want to do buy what I need to for these. So you need to basically buy a fabric dye. I also need to potentially stick this all back down because a lot of it's sagged. So once we got a bit of time this week, basically just going to have a look at it in my own time and just basically see what is making it sag. But thanks to Ollie who did come over with me today. I think I'd still be doing it if it wasn't for him. Honestly, it's taken a lot of work to get us all out and probably a lot to get it back in. But once it's done, it's done. So yeah. So just gotta wait for the to order the rest of the stuff and then get this all painted back in. And the Stagea should start to look really good inside. There's a lot of other things I want to do inside. So I want to get a new steering wheel. I've got this like plastic one with a purple sort of design. I've also want to get a new head unit because the one in the car doesn't fit right and it could be a lot better. So those are just things I just want to get done as and when. Obviously the important thing is getting all the rust and everything done first, which I will be doing again between now and end of April because I want to get this basic done for May for my first big show. So yeah, it's taken a lot. It's gonna be a lot of work to get it all back. So it's going to take a lot of work to get back to black and get it back in. And yeah, so it's going to be a big journey, but this is going to look hopefully really good. And with what I want to put in the headliner. It's going to sound so generic, but I don't want to spoil it just yet. I want to get it in because it's going to hopefully look really good. But yeah, I just need to get rid of all, basically, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see like all here, it's sagging like really bad. So what I may have to do is just buy some like adhesive. Someone said to get it like sort of redone. Ollie suggested just get the whole thing redone. But to be honest, it's a lot of money to do so and a lot of more time and effort because it means I've got to rip all this off, which is probably, again, not too much work, but all the work is just getting it back in. But basically, I can probably just get all that glued back in once I've got it painted. So, but yeah, a lot of this is all plastic, which will be done. Obviously, I won't be doing the inside of it. I'll just be doing the outside here. And then got to do all the plastic beige stuff in there, including the lights as well. I've got to get the lights out of the back of the thing as well for the other bits. But basically, I've got, hopefully, this should do. I've also got some matte black back in the shed out there. But I've got 2 cans of this. And then I've also got 5 cans of the Nissan's colour, which actually is stated as Nissan Blue Pearl. So I thankfully now know, hopefully if it's the right one, what the colour actually is. Blue Pearl. But yeah, so I need to get all the rest done. I also need to get the headlights off as well because the one side has rusted around the like trim part, so I'm going to get that painted. Again, basically just need to get it all just looking really good. And now with summer coming up, we've also got spring as well. But with the warmer weather sort of starting to come up, it's actually going to make it a little bit easier. So yeah, so thank you for joining in today. Join me next time where we're going to hopefully painting the interior of the Nissan. And in the coming weeks, we'll also be starting the BMW's journey to make that into a race car as well. But that'll be coming soon because I want to try and get Nissan done first. So thank you for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Have a good weekend. And join me next time. Adios.